my name is Dr. Julie Fietta. Today we're going to be doing another app overview, and I'll be talking about an app from Dementia Australia. This app is designed to help individuals with dementia, their caregivers, family members, or friends engage with one another. Let me tell you about A Better Visit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start by touching this How to Play ticket booth icon to give you a little bit of background on the app. So first of all, again, this is an Australian app, and so the dementia helpline that they provide is specific to Australia. It's important to know the hotlines or emergency contacts in your local area should you need help. We'll go over to Welcome. The app provides a little bit of background on what it's designed to do, why it was created, and that's essentially to help create enjoyable shared experiences between an individual with dementia and their caregivers, family members, friends, or loved ones. Then it also provides some suggested game guidelines. So I'll go through these just very quickly, but I encourage you to read them fully if you do end up downloading this app. So first of all, they talk about sharing the experience as much as possible, and they're just encouraging you to allow your loved one with dementia to engage as independently as possible, or to the highest extent possible. So they may need a little bit of help from you, but you still want to allow them to engage in the app themselves. Finding the right activity at the right time. Your loved one with dementia may experience better days and more difficult days, just per the nature of dementia. Their ability to engage in conversations or activities can fluctuate not just day by day, it can fluctuate hour by hour. Just knowing if it's a good day or a good time to use this app, that can be really important too. Being flexible and explorative, they encourage the end users to explore and create through this app. It's not really about winning a game, it's about engaging with your loved one. And then they also encourage you to engage in conversation. I'll show you later on how one of the games within the app really tries to help you do this. I really like this nice simple interface. Every part of the app is visible through the home page here. You have a little bit of dynamic movement there in the background of the app. You see the clouds moving, but in general, it's really simple. It's got a monochromatic type color scheme, so unintimidating. All right, so we'll go ahead and touch options here so you can see some of the options that are available, some of the ways that you can modify the app per your or your loved one's preference. You can make it so it displays the tutorials the first time that you open each new game, and then display the toolbar labels. And I'll show you a little bit about that as we open the different games in the app. You can also change the audio settings while playing the different games. It's one of the options for each game, but you can do it in general here too. You'll see here they have a collection of more nostalgic songs, things that your loved one might enjoy, and you can have those shuffle or play in order, and then you can adjust the volume of the music here. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and turn it all the way down. Alright, let me go ahead and start with co-coloring. The opening for each of these games looks very similar. You'll have these 3 buttons here. They're nice large buttons, easy to touch. And then you'll have the background here telling you what game you're looking at. So I'll go ahead and click play. And then the first time you open the different activities on this app, each time you open the app, it'll provide this tutorial. So here in How to Play, it tells you to swipe your fingers across the picture to color it in. This is a good point at which to note this app is designed for tablets, so you can use either Apple or iOS systems like iPads, or you can use Android devices. I'm showing it to you on my computer, on my laptop here. That way I can use the cursor to point to the different things that I'm doing on the app. So I'll go ahead and click OK. And to color this picture in, I simply swipe across the screen. There's no need to choose the color or to worry about staying in the lines, you're just coloring it in. If I touch the menu bar up here, I can touch options, and then I'm able to adjust my brush size. Using a really small brush size can take a really long time, so you might want to use a larger brush size. That can also be helpful if you or your loved one has difficulty with dexterity. So if you have a bit of a tremor in your hands or difficulty with fine motor movements. Then you can also change the audio settings. I showed you this at the opening of the app, so I'll go ahead and click OK. And then you can either return to the game now, or you can go ahead and quit. Something else, this little question mark button will actually pull up the tutorial again. So as I mentioned earlier, if we were to leave this game and come back to it before we close down the app entirely, the tutorial wouldn't pop up at the beginning, but you can pull it up anytime. This can be helpful if your loved one needs a reminder of how to engage in an activity, but maybe they don't like it when you tell them what to do or how to do something. It might also be difficult for you to repeat instructions again and again and again. This might be helpful in those instances, just pulling up the instructions again by touching that question mark after hitting options. Okay, I want to show you Tic Tac Tango. I liked this one. When you play this game, you'll be able to choose a style. This is a good point at which you can engage your loved one. Ask them if there's a style they want to go with. So I'll touch Foxtrot. So I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like. It's really clear who's playing each time because you have the full Tic Tac Toe board changing colors per home or visitor's turn. And then I want to show you Reveal. This game is a great game if you're working on conversation with your loved one. If you're trying to engage them in a discussion, but they're having a little bit of difficulty, or you guys are just having trouble getting it off the ground. So let's go ahead and touch play. You're going to select a theme. Again, this might be a good opportunity for you to try to support your loved one in engaging with this activity. Ask them which one they would like to choose. I'm going to choose food. So to play this game, you're simply going to touch the different tiles. They'll turn and slowly reveal a picture. So after each turn of a tile, this guess button will pop up. If your loved one were to say, oh, I think I know it, and let's say they choose the wrong one, that option will just disappear. There's no sad sound for getting it wrong. There's no penalty. So it just removes that entirely and allows you to continue with the game. So that's a really nice feature. It's a little thing, but it's important for this particular app. So we'll keep revealing the picture, and then you can guess again. Once you get it right, the full picture is revealed and you get this nice little discussion prompt about that particular picture. So you have that visual cue, and then you can read the question with your loved one. This may engage your loved one in a thoughtful conversation. It might stimulate a memory, or it might not. And if it doesn't, that's no problem. You can simply click Next Puzzle. So there's a lot of different options that you can use to try to engage your loved one and just have fun with them. The app is free to download, so check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this app overview. I hope it was informative and useful for you, but please remember, as with all of my videos, this is not intended to be medical advice or recommendation because I'm not that kind of doctor. Thanks for watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe.